welcome to the plains of Bornemoth. They've been getting beaten bad, the forces of Bornemoth, so they've kind of gathered up a bunch of cash and religious artifacts, and they've got it under their acolyte Maynard, and they got them all loaded in this wagon, and the barons basically gathered up his forces to escort this stuff, and they're kind of pulling back. But they have to pull back through, as they're pulling back with all this stuff, they've kind of been surpassed by some forces of Walden. The ever tricky Baron Punri, who is undefeated, has kind of outflanked these guys, has now set up ambushes in the local area. So these guys are basically in their home country, but traveling through occupied territory, trying to get this wagon off the bridge, or basically deplete the morale of the forces of Walden. Got several ambush points, one in the village, and the rest are in trees. Also, the forces of Walden can come in on either road hex down here at the end if they want to do that. That didn't work out so good for the Union in the last battle, the same map. But these guys got a long road ahead of them. But it's going to be interesting to use the same terrain and see how it goes. Pretty much saw the bridge. I mean, sorry, the bridges, but you know the map from the last battle. Just cover with the fences and the walls and the houses. If anybody wants to go in there, there's not really a big advantage to that in this game like there is to sharp practice. You can go back there and kind of stab out the windows with your swords if you really wanted to, but whatever. They're going to might be hiding behind it. It's about it, and they'll jump out and go, ha-ha! And then we got some hills. The river, of course, will be unpassable except for the two bridges, which will be just a joy. I'm sure at some point someone's going to get slaughtered on that. And we'll go over forces real quick, and we'll get right into the action after we do force morale and draw out the infamy cards. I got a new miniature I finished up. Got Baron Jeffrey Goodwin. He's a level 4 knight. He's mounted. He's got a group of 6 heavy knights, and they are ready to lead this wagon out of here. Leader number 2 is Sir Marcus Nielsen. He is in command of 8 foot knights, but he's also got 2 groups of 8 heavy footmen with him, armed with spears, and he also has a junior knight with him to assist him. Also attached to them is the Bone Doctor, looking to violate somebody's insurance policy. All he's got is saws and knives, so I don't think he's going to be helping out too much. Leader number 3 is Sir Peter Dubois. He's commanding 3 groups of 8 of men-at-arms, armed with various instruments of torture. But they're kind of the vanguard of the column. The junior knight with Sir Marcus Nielsen is Sir Harry Elston, and he's in charge of the heavy footmen, but he's going to serve as basically a knight sergeant for this guy and help pull shock. Sir Miles Reed is leading a group of 8 light infantry. He'll be out scouting and trying to provoke ambushes. Try to show the guys where to go and not to go. So I'm planning on my next basically figures for this battle. I got more light infantry. I'm going to take it up to 3 groups of 8, make them actually a substantial force. Leader number 6 is Sir Dwayne Oakenhart. He's over a group of 12 archers. They'll be blasting with their longbows. Serving as another scout unit is a group of 8 crossbowmen under the command of Sir Aaron Swelford. He's a level 1 leader, and they'll be out running around trying to help out the other scout unit. Leader number 8 is your and my favorite Pasha Mosul Uthban. He's commanding 3 groups of 8, one of which is elite Immortals of Shubia. They'll be able to ambush out of one of the large units and coming out with almost like fanatics, but they'll stick around a lot longer. And they're ready to just butcher people. For the forces of Walden, you got us the invincible Baron Kirk Punri. He's a new model. I think he's the Templar Grandmaster. The other guy's a Teutonic Herd Master, I think it is. That was the other new finisher I did. He's leading a group of 6 heavy knights, and they're going to be brutal. Leader number 2 is Sir Jeremiah Connor, level 3 leader. He's leading a group of 8 heavy knights and 2 groups of, along with leader number 3, 2 groups of heavy footmen. And leader number 3 is Sir Cyrus Kemp. He's level 2 leader. And check that. I was going too fast. Sir Arthur Doyle's level 2 leader, and he will be serving as a sergeant for Sir Jeremiah Connor's heavy knights. And that's leader number 4. Leader number 3 is Sir Cyrus Kemp. He'll be a level 2 leader, and he's got the men-at-arms, 3 groups of 8. And they'll be looking to make a difference. Leader number 5 is Sir Brian Bowler. He's level 1 leader. He's got 8 light infantry. Leader number 6 is Sir Michael Ironstorm. He's got 12 archers, 2 longbowmen. And then the other scouting unit, leader number 7, level 1 leader, Sir Gregor Shatterspear. And then leading the barbarians of Odenheim, the berserkers of Odenheim, excuse me, is Sir Lord Uther Magnusson. He'll be a level 3 leader, and he'll be ready to dominate. It's time for force morale. Baron Kirk Punri of Walden is +3, and Sir Geoffrey Goodwin is -2 to this roll. That's not good. So the forces of Bornemoth are already kind of half defeated. They're nervous. They look at these trees, waiting for stuff to jump out at them. They got a force morale of 9. The boys from Walden are amped up to kill something. They got a force morale of 11. So let's we'll draw the 2 infamy cards and we'll get at it. All right, we're kind of going all out on signet cards on this one because we do have a lot of units. We're having each side's got 6 in hand. Plus there's 2 more signet cards in the deck mixed in there. And then we got for the Timordans, they've got the Spy and the Plotter. You can read those really quick if you want to pause or whatever. And then and there's their force morale 11. And the Aurelians have got the Blackguard and the Spy with their force morale of 9. So should be a lot of options. I got to get used to having the cards in hand again. It's a little bit different after playing a couple games of sharp practice. All right, here we go. Red leader 4. Yeah, these guys have got to get moving. Be moving quite yet. That's Sir Harry Elson. He's serving as a sergeant with the heavy foot infantry. Waiting, wait for his. He can get the boys singing. That's all he's got. Red flag action. They can red signet card. Blue 5. I don't think they're gonna be doing anything. It's Brian Bowler. He's gonna hold off. I think he's got the light infantry. Yeah, too soon. Too soon. Too soon for them too. They're gonna wait. 2 red signet cards. It's a blue signet. It's 4 signets for a random event in this game, if you don't remember. These guys are going to keep holding off for the time being. They want to get the they want the Aurelians to walk into their trap. Oh, they're going to move. That's Baron Geoffrey Goodwin. He is going to move out. Just go standard movement. Not going to do anything too crazy. Doesn't want to get too far ahead of the forces. They end up moving 12 inches. Could be closing on that ambush site. Could be nice to shut that down. Oh yeah, red leader 5. He's going to be going somewhere. Sir Miles Reed and his light infantry, they're in a skirmish order. They're going to move forward. Try to provoke, try to steal some ambush spots. They're heading for that one. And they are going to use their 2 flags to step out and add an extra 1d6. These boys are closing in on that ambush site. Try to shut it down. There we go. Things are turning red. Red Leader 3 is Peter Dubois and the Men-at-Arms, the 3 groups of 8. They're going to move down the road. They get a little road bonus, I think. And off they go to the races. I'm going to give a +2 for moving on the road. And they are in open order. They move a very sad 6 inches up the road. Could have been worse without the +2. It would have been 4. That's alright. They're moving out. Ooh, Red Leader 6. That's Sir Dwayne Oakenshield. He's going to use a command to pop his boys in the open order. And then, they're in open order. Yeah, forget it. And they're going to try to move off to the side, establish a nice little fire base off the top of this ridge. They obviously had some command and control confusion there. They stumble out of the gate 3 inches off to the left. I think it's definitely too soon for Big Daddy. Baron's going to stay off the table for the time being. Blue Leader 2. He's going to stay off the table as well. Tempest Fugit. Sir Marcus Nielsen is going to use a post-Tempest Fugit Signet card. He's going to take one out of the hand, and he is going to move forward with the wagon and the Bone Doctor and his entire group. They'll move down the road. And to finish up the turn, the wagon scoots 8 inches, well, about 7 inches. They ran into the back of those guys. So they stayed on the road. And the column of knights and heavy footmen kind of banged into the back of the wagon as they come down the hill. All right, next turn, baby. Ooh. Well, I definitely want to use them yet. Too soon for the Immortals of Shubia. But they're out of the way, which might, that'll definitely affect tactics for Timordans. Alright, Blue 6. Sir Michael Ironstorm brings his group of 12 longbowmen out of the village behind that wall. They're not ambushing, so they can't engage yet, but they are on the field of battle, and pretty much a lot of crap's in their 36-inch range. So they're getting tuned up back there, working out their muscles, getting ready to pull some longbows back, and doing some loose. Oh, they're looking serious. Nice. Gonna have ourselves a huge fight out here. Red Leader 7. That's Sir Aaron Swelford and his group of 8 crossbowmen. They're gonna move forward, try to put some fire down on this ambush point if somebody comes out of it. They get up to the edge of the hill, just outside the woods. Kind of peeking in there going, man, I wonder if there's somebody in those woods. There probably is. The old blue Signet card. Red Leader 5. That's Sir Miles Reed. They're going to move forward and try to get near that ambush point and wipe it out. They move into the edge of the woods over here, trying to close it on that ambush point. Ooh. Might be too soon. He's going to hold off. He doesn't like coming on till it's like a mopping up action. He does not feel that way. Blue Leader 5. Just like that, contact. Sir Brian Bowler brings his boys in, and they have flexible drill, light infantry. Coming off the ambush point, they spent 2 Signet cards in hand to come off the ambush. They had one more Signet card out that was already out there to be played, so they're going to throw their spears on the way in, and then they're going to hit them hard, and we'll see what happens. There's no response from the other light infantry units, so we'll just I'll be a little bit rusty here, so I will edit a lot of my thought process out of this one. But we're fighting. I'm loving it. And read the rules. You have to get within 4 inches of an ambush point to shut it down. So they were about 3 inches outside of it. But let's see what happens. Should be a good fight. They're coming out of the trees. So they hit with their javelins, 3 of them. Let's see if they do any damage. The skirmishers are in light infantry. So, yeah. I was going to act like I could quote off the 2-hit table off the top of my head. All I know is 6 is kills. 3 through 5 are shock and light armor. Pretty good. They kill a guy and put 2 shock on the light infantry. So it's not a huge advantage. Tymordans are on the left and the Aurelians on the right there. So we'll see how it goes. This could go either way. I totally forgot these. These are savage. These guys are in light armor, so 1 through 5 is going to be killing somebody. We're looking for 6s to stay alive. Okay, I got the armor save thing wrong. I was somewhere between Lion Rampant and Infamy Infamy. This is the usual. Sorry. Come on, getting the cobwebs out. 5s are hits, 6s are hits and shock. I knew that was too brutal. Tymordans get 2 kills and 3 shock. Sorry, the other way around. The Aurelians do better. They do 2 kills and 3 shock. And Tymordans over here on the left, they get 1 kill and 2 shock. We get armor save attempts. For 6s in light armor. The Aurelians will lose another guy and go up to 5 shock. They're still in the fight. The Tymordans end up losing 2 guys and they're up to 2 shock. It's only win by 1, so we will do a second round of combat. Oh, it's close in round 2. It'll be 6 dice against 5. Tymordans with a slight edge. God, these guys hate each other. Tymordans pull it out with 2 kills and 2 more shock. Or actually 4 shock if you add it all together. But the Aurelians don't do that bad. Alright, we'll do some armor saves here. Light armor's not getting it done. Let's go put some casualties down. Oh, with the 2 kills, it's a 1 or a 2, and then their leader gets chopped up. Might have forgot that the first time, but alright. We're getting a little rusty. Alright, we know Sir Miles Reed got hit. Let's see if Sir Brian Bowler also gets a wound on a 1. These are both level 1 leaders, so they're going to be killed anyway. Because, yeah. So, that's savage. We'll see how bad. If one of them gets a... read the rules here. What should... If we get a 1, one of them gets brutalized. So they both take 1 less casualty. And then, Sir Brian Bowler and Sir Miles Reed are both killed. Holy crap, these guys are... savage hand to hand. Both leaders dead. Tymordans have 6 shock. I think that they've got enough guys to hold their own. And they kind of win. If you call that winning. The Aurelians... Their leader dies. They have 9 shock with 5 guys. They fall back 4 inches. One of them is a Super Numeran leader now. So, yeah, same with these guys too. And then we've got 2 knights that we need to bury and update the the war journal. All right, 2 level 1 leaders, both dead. This isn't a really safe campaign. And these guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6 guys and 6 shock, so they can hold their own. They don't have to fall back. I'll have to see if that causes some kind of bad thing or not. Well, I know the leader's dying was going to be something. All right, first ambush. All right, for the Aurelians, we got a warrior group push back in close combat, and we also have a level 1 leader killed. We're gonna do some rolling. Sixes are never good. That's a -2 for the Aurelians. That takes them down to 7. This could be a quick game. Level 1 leader. It's minus another one. They go to 6. Timordans do win the combat, but they have a level 1 leader killed. And they lose 1 and go down to 10. Alright, next card. Oh, the old Blue Leader 4. That's the old Sir Arthur Doyle. Not Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. He's attached to the Knights, so he's just hanging out. That's their guy who's serving as a sergeant, so not doing anything for them either. The old Blue Signa. Ooh. Blue Leader 2. Sir Jeremiah Connor brings in his guys in like a reverse wedge formation, or maybe that is a wedge formation. Yeah, I have no idea. 2 groups of 8 of heavy footmen up front, and then back in the rear by a group of foot knights. They've got their bannermen, and they've got their musician, and they've got the 2 knights back there, level 3 and a level 2. They got all kinds of stuff they can do. All right, and they're to the right of the column. Oh, the old Tempy Temp. All right, no one's going to do anything. I'll just give you an overview of that turn. All right. We've got troops on the table. Archers are there. You got the big fight that happened over there. These guys are out there. And yeah. I'm hoping the force morale isn't going to go into the toilet before the fight even gets good. So we'll have to see what happens. Might have to make a little exception there. All right, here we go. Ooh. He's definitely moving. Baron Geoffrey Goodwin needs to avenge Sir Miles Reed's death. He sees him across the battlefield with a spear through his head. They're moving up. They're 7 inches from the ambush point, so they got to be within 4 to close one down. Pushing the envelope with their mounted knights. And probably making these guys a little bit nervous. But they have to go all the way around the trees. Alright. Ooh. Blue Signa. Blue 3. That's a good one. They're going to stay in closed order but move forward. The heavy foot and the foot knights moving forward their date with destiny with the column. Oh, that's their light infantry. Oh, they're screwed. They're going to move back farther. They didn't want to waste any signet cards. They fall back another 4 inches. Blue Signa. Ooh. Red 2, nice. Sir Marcus Nielsen. He's going to start moving towards these guys. So I accidentally screwed up there and moved the wrong formation. Good job, Steve. Yeah, I'm not moving them back. So they'll sit right there, and I'll hope their card comes up. I'll just superimpose the two. So that was actually Sir Peter Dubois and his 3 groups of 8 men-at-arms. They kind of wheeled. They spent 2 cards to change frontage into that kind of whatever the hell formation that is, reverse wedge. And then, oh, and they spend 1 extra card to close formation in case they get attacked from that ambush point. Oh, they're facing off. That's freaking cool. Uh-oh. Red 4, that is Sir Harry Eldson. He is actually serving as a sergeant right now for Sir Marcus Nielsen. Another red Signa, always helpful. Ooh, oh, that actually fixes everything. Oh, the world is right. So I will move leader 2 this time. So that'll be Sir Marcus Nielsen. So they move forward, spend a couple Signet, increase their frontage, and then they have an extra command to close order for the entire group. So they got a hell of a wall of stuff looking towards this ambush point. They're in trouble if something shoots out of those woods, but that light infantry formation over there is in shambles. It's looking good though. Even Brother Maynard even turned to get him fired up over here. Yeah, he's like, I just went through this in the U.S. Civil War. Now I'm in some kind of fantasy war zone. He's got the goods. It's all been fired up for the Aurelians. Let's see if Time Wardens can get any more than just leader 3 out here. Oh. They spent a lot of flags. There are going to be a lot of flags in the deck next time. It'll be random event city. Oh, another one. Woo, no. Oh, is that's 3 in a row. So they got 4 in this game. 3 is sharp practice. That's a good one. I just noticed I made the same leader 2, leader 3 flip-flop wrong choice for both sides. So their leader 3 comes in over there, and now you've got the Aurelians kind of in a nasty sandwich. Ooh. Good luck, gentlemen. Coming at you from both directions. Okay, yourselves a fight now. Oh, it does not look good for the forces of Bornemoth. They're facing one direction. As that threat appears, then they've got another threat showing up behind them. Oh. Good luck, gents. Oh no. Uther Magnusson. Oh, he's coming in. Just depends on what direction he's coming from. Alright, Uther's coming in off that ambush point, which costs 2 Signet cards. He's going to slam into these gentlemen. So he's going to use another Signet card to pump up his roll and add 1 to his base fervor start. Holy crap, here they come, baby. Uther Magnusson leads the Berserkers of Odenheim out of the woods with all their axes into the, what the hell are they called? Into the men-at-arms. If they're in close order, that'll help a little bit. Wow. Alright, they're going to use all the dice to power this up. It's going to be horrible. Alright, here's the dice pool. This is the Berserkers of Odenheim. The heavy, sorry, not the heavy footmen, the men-at-arms were in close order, so they split. So they're going to do This will be their attack dice. This will be the defense dice. They're going to try to survive this first hit because the Berserkers threw everything in. They threw in extra cards, extra commands. They've got aggressive attack. They got ferocious attack. So if they can somehow survive this first round, they can change. They can, you know, that's good. So let's see what happens. One last horrible look at the carnage is about to happen. Oh gosh, good luck. Absolute savage rolling. I've never seen so many sixes. Holy cow. They're going to need some, like, all the armor saves to... their leader's going to get killed. I'll tell you that right now. He is going to die. You got to roll less than a 12 on a 6-sided dice. All right, Sir Peter Dubois' boys are swinging back. They must have been terrified. 2 shock was all they were able to do. Here comes their defensive dice. Hopefully they can hit a home run with this. Alright, not too bad. With their defense dice, they're able to shave off 3 kills and 3 shock. Alright, now they got to make 9 armor saves. Oh, or do they? The axes reduce it by 2. They're in medium armor. They take it down to no armor. Oh, gosh. So the front group takes all the kills. Take 8 deaths. The entire group is wiped out. The leader is hit automatically because I can't roll less than an 8 or 9, excuse me. So that at least absorbs 1 hit, and then they spread out 13 shock between the 3 groups. Well, it'll be 2 groups because the front group will get mutilated by axes. Let's see what happens to Sir Peter Dubois. Oh no. An absolute massacre. Sir Peter Dubois is cut in half. He dies. His entire group is dead. 2 of his formations fall back, one 7 inches, one 6 inches, and they have that same number of shock. They're blown to their side. Brother Maynard is on the front line, facing off against the barbarian horde. He's praying to the sun god. Get him out of here. Oh, we got warrior group pushed back in combat. Warrior group wiped out. Level 2 leader killed. Oh my gosh. So -1 down to 5. That's -2 down to 3. 2 leader killed. Oh! They're down to 1. They got just massacred. They lose 4 Signet cards from the deck. Could be all over but the crying. Brother Maynard's praying for a victory here. Red Signet. Oh, and there it is. The last thing the Berserkers of Odenheim were expecting, the Immortals of Shubia to come ambushing out of the heavy foot, slam into the flank of the Berserkers of Odenheim. Oh, it's the last thing that Brother Maynard was praying for. It's the followers of the night god. Here they come! Oh, the good book of the night. They're ready to eat these guys for breakfast. It's the most savage game I've ever played. It's horrible. I'd want to be retired if I was involved in this hand-to-hand. The Plague Doctor, right where he belongs, in the carnage. Oh. Berserkers of Odenheim. I don't think they can hold up against the Book of the Night. This is going to be horrible. So these freaks are treated as berserkers, or as fanatics. They come in with 6 shock either. Their elite group slams into one of the non-elite groups, and the Berserkers were building a decent dice pool, and then they had to lose half of the dice for being attacked up in the flank. Oh! Here it comes. Here come the Immortals of Shubia. At least the Berserkers are in heavy armor. They actually might survive. The Immortals definitely left the door open. Just 3 shock. It looks like 3 kills and 7 shock. Berserkers swinging back. They get 3 kills and an extra shock. Holy crap, they saved them all. They're going to win this hand to hand. The Immortals have like medium armor, which gets incinerated by the axes down to no armor. On a 1, 2, or 3, the Pasha has the good book of the night cut out of his hand. Oh, the axe falls on the High Cleric. And that'll literally be game. They have 1 force morale left. A level 3 leader takes a wound. It's an automatic -1. Plus they're going to lose the hand-to-hand and be forced back. Oh. And that's probably the shortest and most violent game I've ever played. I might have to do another one because that was just that was quick. I never thought that would be that fast. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play a second game. I'll probably redo the map. It was just savage. I don't even know what to say. It was nice to get back and play the game again. I was definitely rusty. I had played those couple games of Lion Rampant with these guys, and then I've played a bunch of other stuff in between this. So, I was messed up. Definitely some of the sharp practice stuff. I wanted to fall back onto that, but there's just enough little differences between the 2 rule sets that it makes it even more confusing. But it's a hell of a good game. It's a little bit different, but it was pretty savage. And yeah, using these special units coming out and doing ambushes and just coming in for the slaughter. And I just rolled like an absolute boss for the Timordans. They just savaged these guys, and it was nuts. And then that many leaders killed. That's insane. I think in the other 4 or 5 games I've had like 1 or 2 guys killed. And we have 3 leaders killed on this one. That's just nuts. And these guys they're gonna lose Bornemoth. That whole region has collapsed now, and these guys are basically going to surrender, and there's going to be some new leadership in this region now. So it's fallen to Timor. That's the first region that's fallen in this whole campaign, yeah, crazy. All right, good game. Not as long as usually. If you watch my channel, you'll usually battle reports are, if they're an hour, they're short. I've gone to the 3-hour range, so I don't even know how long this is going to be. Well, I'm not going to drown out any more than it needs to be. I'm not going to be like that one, the sportscasters at that one Super Bowl when they lost the power and those guys were struggling. So I feel like I'm starting to sound like those guys now. They nothing to talk about, and that's it. So hope you enjoyed. I'll get another one out just because I need to, because that wasn't enough. And I hope I don't roll 400 6s again on the first battle, and with a low force morale to start with, they didn't have a chance. So game over. So the forces of Punri out of Walden have successfully done a military takeover of the region of Bornemoth. And yeah, we'll see what the Eurilians can do next. That's gonna piss off the Duke. He's gonna send some more forces down here. And that's all, folks. You guys have a good night, great week, and I'll play another game out before the end of the week. That was kind of fast but fun.